So this is good news for the person that's going to win the hoodie, the giveaway once we hit the 1,000 subscribers. So I've actually found the pair of joggers that go with that hoodie. And the reason why I know they're these ones is because the company Geico only ever was on my kit once, and also Geico is on the hooded top. So whoever wins the hooded top is going to have the matching pair of trousers to go with it. So that's a little bit of a surprise for people, I think, because they just expected a pair of, well, a UFC hoodie, but you got the matching trousers as well. So keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. Fingers crossed you get a winner once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So some new posters for the wall, lovely jubbly. Also, never mind Scott, he's on the saw right. But also we got the fan art wall, courtesy of my brother. Thank you to Ashley for putting this up. Obviously we got the bits of fan art and some more sentimental photos, not just fight posters. Some amazing work there. Look at that. Some brilliant work, and also obviously the first ever UFC event with 2 Welsh fighters, you know. But yeah, looking good. What do you think, Scott?
Sick, sir.
Sick? You happy with it?
Yeah, smashing job.
Need to get some photos of the boys up there now as well, maybe over here somewhere. We'll see. Cheers, Bob. Nice one.
Oh yeah, this occasion calls for it. Mamma mia! Bellator MMA and Showtime Sports are bringing the noise in
So, finally, we have show dates for Bellator, which I'm very extremely happy about. Some huge fights were announced last night on the YouTube channel. Obviously, Bellator have signed a deal with Showtime Sports, working alongside Showtime Boxing. I think this is a huge step for Bellator, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what the whole picture shows. Obviously, when it came to deciding a tournament, although they've already done a light heavyweight one recently, I do believe that it was probably the better business move to go for another light heavyweight tournament, just because of the names that was involved in that division. You know, Yoel Romero looks absolutely ginormous at 205. Anthony Johnson, Ryan Bader, Phil Davis, Corey Anderson, you know, the list goes on. Nedkoff, obviously being the champion, is another big one as well. So that's brilliant. I think the way it's working out show-wise, they got April the 2nd, which is the Patricio Pitbull, who is the double champ, fighting Emmanuel Sanchez. for that featherweight belt, and the winner goes through to the final to fight AJ McKee for that $1 million. Then I think there's the show on the 9th, which will be, top of my head, Ryan Bader fighting Machida. And I think the co-main event then is Corey Anderson versus a Russian guy, an unknown, but looked at this guy's resume. ACA, I think he's ACA light heavyweight champion, and ACA is a promotion in Russia, which is ridiculous for the level of mixed martial arts. So that'll be an interesting fight to see the guy that Corey Anderson's fighting. I am a big Corey Anderson fan, so it'll be nice to see the outcome of that. And then the 16th of April is main event would be Nemkov versus Phil Davis for the light heavyweight belt, but it's the quarterfinal bout. And the co-main event is the biggie, in my opinion, which is Yoel Romero versus Anthony Johnson, which is another quarterfinal fight to move on to the semi-finals. So I think it's massive. You know, it's a massive move for Bellator. When it comes to shows that I would like to be on, obviously the next show after the 16th of April will be the beginning of May, where Juan Archuleta, the bantamweight champion, is fighting Sergio Pettis for that bantamweight strap. Obviously, with Archuleta being the champ, it's going to be good. I think there was talks of Henry Corrales coming down from featherweight to fight him, but we'll see. On that front, though, so that's everybody else. But for myself, there's one date that I could do. There's possibly two dates that I could do, but realistically, the one I got my eye on is the 16th of April. To be on the card with Yoel Romero and Anthony Johnson, that would be a biggie. I know that if Flex Lewis is watching this, Flex Lewis is a really close friend of Anthony Rumble Johnson, so it'd be quite cool to get on the same card as him. But that's that with Bellator. Obviously, with the news of Showtime is absolutely massive, and I feel like personally signing with Bellator couldn't have come at a better time for myself. This reminds me of the old Strikeforce days, and you know, Strikeforce was such a well-respected promotion, which people kind of, I don't know, looked over in the end. You know, like I said, you had people like you know, Daniel Cormier, Ronda Rousey come from Strikeforce, Gilbert Melendez when he went on his tear come from Strikeforce. There was loads and loads and loads of guys. Tyron Woodley was a Strikeforce fighter who come from that banner. And now Showtime was with them, and then obviously they sold Strikeforce to the UFC, but now it's with Bellator. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm really looking forward to getting back in there and performing under that Showtime banner. And I want to be active this year. You know, I want to work for the 16th of April, and then move on to something soon. I'm on about before August, really. You know, I've got like a little ambition in my mind of what I would like to do, which is, you know, financial wise is obviously I've got a wedding coming up. I've also like to pay my house off while everything is going on. So I want to get 2 fights in before July, which I know that's quite active, but as you can probably see from my face, I'm starting to slowly get skinnier, which is what I want. I have a couple of little niggly injuries. Obviously my foot is still sort of playing up, but it's okay. I'm still training on it, you know, it's not the end of the world. And my shoulder is starting to play up a little bit. I had a car accident back last June, so I'm on some painkillers for that. Obviously, with my shoulder being a bit of a problem anyway, regardless of the accident. It was something I had surgery on years ago, but sometimes it comes and goes, and after the accident, it seems to be a little bit worse now. But I'm on painkillers, do physiotherapy for that. But I've been carrying that injury since June last year, you know, so I've even fought with that injury. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what the next few months hold when it comes to my career. On the other side of the bracket then, you obviously got my Rallycross debut as well. That, at the minute, we've got some movement. I'm going to try and keep it quiet for the minute, but when it comes to working with a team for this event, I'm very lucky that a friend of mine, Kyle Davis, who who's basically practically like a brother to me. I'm best man for his wedding, he's best man for my wedding. He's come out with a team called Red Sharks Rallycross, and he's asked me to be the driver. Makes sense really with the sort of following that I've got, that it works in well. So we're going to tie my debut up with his Rallycross team, and we'll see where we go from there. But I see personally the debut being the first weekend of August. That's technically why I'd like to get a second fight in before August, down in Pembrey Race Circuit, on them 2 days. It's a two-day thing. So I think round 5 will be on the Saturday, round 6 will be on the Sunday. I'm looking to go there and make a good impression. I've decided on the class. That's something I'm willing to share, but I'm not willing to share the car yet. But I will be in the 1600 16 valve production class. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. But hopefully I'll have a meeting with Kyle later just to see what the plans are, and then we'll go from there. But really looking forward. So now I feel like it's not just Brett John's MMA, but now we're working with being Brett John's the amateur race driver as well. See you guys soon. Peace.